Hey, this is Justin. Join me on my first ever scuba diving journey. If you've ever wondered what it's like to try scuba diving for the first time, join me as I relive my scuba diving course in Phuket. I wasn't an expert. This was for beginners, but the experience was unforgettable. We did the dives with Super Divers, a PADI 5-star dive school in Phuket. They do day trips, courses, beginner-friendly stuff. The idea was to pick a course that lets you do 2 or 3 dives in one day. 3 if you have the time and stamina. We went to Marina Bay, Ratchayaya and Ratchanur. Phuket has many great diving spots depending on the operator, but these are the best for beginners. In the morning they offered a hotel pickup or you can drive there yourself. We got driven out to the dive centre. Then came the safety briefings. How to use the gear, what to expect, how to clear your mask, how to put on the mouthpiece. It comes with a lot of information in a safety training book that you must read beforehand. Something really important to be aware of is if you've got a cold, sinus problems or even one blocked nostril, you may not be able to dive safely. Equalizing your ears and sinus is crucial when going down, and if you're congested it can be painful or even dangerous. Some people only found this out when they got on the boat and were worried, so it's worth noting beforehand and maybe postponing your dive if you're not 100% clear, as it could make you more nervous and create more anxiety. They also checked everyone was okay physically, answered questions, etc. On the boat to the dive site, seasickness was a big issue for a lot of people. The water was choppier than expected, partly because it was low tide season and there had been a storm the day before, which stirred things up even though the weather was beautiful above water. So these are things you want to check out on the day before. Usually if you have seasickness or anything like that, they supply anti-seasick tablets for you on the journey. A lot of people took this during the trip, which made it bad. Diving instructors usually suggest that you take anti-sickness tablets the night before and prior to getting on the boat. That's just a little useful tip you could use. But eating just before or during seasickness / a rocking boat ride can make seasickness a lot worse, so just be cognizant of that. Underwater, things were beautiful. Coral, tropical fish, maybe some marine creatures, moray eels, colourful reef, etc. Between dives was time to rest, eat, maybe change your gear and prepare for the next dive. They also offered underwater photos and videos for an extra fee, something like 1,000 baht per person if you want the memories. This is a good option, but you'll want to budget for it. Make sure you bring cash. The things that made it special for me was the moment I dropped below the surface, saw the reef gardens, fish, sunlight flutter in the water. It just took me to a whole different place and it's so exhilarating. So if you're ever in Phuket and curious about scuba diving, I would definitely consider a beginner course with a reputable operator like Super Diver. Not all the companies that take you on this dive actually allow this dive to contribute towards your full diving certification. So if you are considering to one day get your full scuba diving license, I would suggest that you make sure you check which ones add towards the diving certifications. You don't have to be an athlete, just bring curiosity, respect for the ocean and a sense of adventure. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you've done diving before, want to try it, have questions. Dive safe, dive happy.